Hey, how you guys doing? What's going on? Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. I am your host, Gigi with the T. We have another story. We just got an arrest in recently. I believe it was 1 or 2 days ago. Don't get me wrong, but this past week, we got an arrest for Kaylen. Kaylen, she was a pregnant mom, okay? She had a baby in her stomach and she had a 2 year old that was taken out of here by her boyfriend. You guys may have remembered this story. The story happened a couple of years ago, I believe 3 years ago, where it was a missing case. A pregnant mom, she was 23. Let me look at the notes, 23 years old, and she was pregnant, 6 months pregnant, and her 2 year old was missing. You know, the family was worried and concerned, but they didn't hear anything from the boyfriend. Come to find out, they found Kaylen car without the license plate, and the family got worried. Then that's when they had the boyfriend in for questioning. He turned himself in because he didn't have anywhere to go. I'm assuming he was homeless. And the boyfriend, I believe he's a year older or a year younger than her, a year younger than her. Come to find out, they had an argument in the apartment complex, and he killed her there. He shot her, and he took her body into the woods. Mind you, she is pregnant with his child. His 6 month child, which would be his first child, is in her womb, okay? And he did this in front of the 2 year old. So he take her body in the woods, okay? Once he do that, he takes the 2 year old and drives up to a bridge. The 2 year old is crying, just witnessed his mom got taken out of here by the boyfriend, by this man that said that he would take care of this 2 year old as a stepfather. He took him on the bridge and he threw him off the bridge and he drove off. He said he could still hear the boy crying after he threw him off the bridge. And they said the boy died from injuries and hyperthermia, I guess because of the weather or just being out there for so long. So he has pleaded. So he is going to be serving life, 95 years, so life in prison. And this situation, it could have been avoided. It really, really could. I would like to read my notes to you guys about this, and it's a video news report that explains it as well. But my goodness, can we just pause and think about that? And rest in peace to her. Wow, she's 23. She has a 2 year old, and she got involved with another man, and she's 6 months pregnant with this guy. And clearly, she don't know who this man is. He is her killer. And these girls, they're just inviting their killers inside their home, around their kids. It is not that serious to have a man, I promise you. You guys can live a nice, peaceful life, a long life, and you be here for your kids without involving these strange men. And I know you think you know these men, but y'all don't, and it shows. These men are mentally challenged. The fact that you get so mad, you just want to end her life, end the baby, your baby. You don't care no about no baby, you know? Vet. Let's bring up the standards. We have to. Okay, so I'm going to read some of these notes and then I'm going to show the video. It says Mr. Murphy, 23, has pleaded guilty to manslaughter and first degree murder of a feticide. What type of man kills a 2 year old, throws a 2 year old off of a bridge? This little 2 year old, he can't defend himself. I mean, you killed her and the baby, then you want to kill the 2 year old. You couldn't just left him there. You had to drive him along with you because why? He's in his feelings. He's emotional, and he don't know how to deal with that, or he just mentally. I'm not sure. Okay, so the horrified 2002 happened in 2002 killings of his pregnant girlfriend, Kaylen, and her 2 year old son, Caden, okay, Johnson. And the reason why we're talking about it now, he just got arrested a couple of days ago. And he just plead, for 95 years to life. This just happened. So that's why we're bringing this up. And sometimes we do bring old cases up just to talk about, to spread awareness, okay? But going back to my notes, Mr. Murphy was originally charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, but accepted a plea deal that capped his sentence at 95 years. Kaylen was 6 months pregnant at time of her death. Mr. Murphy confessed to shooting Kaylen, his girlfriend, in the parking lot during an argument, dumping her body in the woods in front of her toddler son. Mr. Murphy then drove to a bridge and threw the 2-year-old Kaylen off, where the child was still alive and crying. The baby is still alive while he threw the toddler off, y'all. What type of men are these? I wonder, do his card get taken away? Does his man card get taken away? These are demons. These are Satan kids. It gotta be. It has to be Satan kids. All right. So Mr. Murphy was not biological father of Kaylen, but was expecting a child with Kaylen. So the toddler, that was not his biological son, but he was expecting a baby with his girlfriend. That's why she was 6 months pregnant, because of, that. After dumping both bodies in separate locations, he removed the license plates from Kaylen's car and disappeared. He later turned himself in, confessed to the police, giving directions of both bodies. The vehicle's family approved the plea deal, so the family approved the deal. Through many feel justice was not served. Mr. Murphy is set to be sentenced on June the 10th, facing up to 95 years in prison. I'd be wondering, Mr. Murphy, family, the mama, the daddy, what do y'all have to say? This is the man y'all raised. What do y'all have to say for yourself? I am so curious to know what they have to say. And to these parents, please teach your men, your boys, discipline, self-control of their emotions. Teach them how to treat a woman and what not to do with a woman. You don't argue with no woman. You don't fight no woman. You don't kill anybody. And I feel like they don't instill that, okay? And it shows. All right, well, comment, let us know what your thoughts are. So let's hear this news report. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot.
Baton Rouge man is pleading guilty to charges related to the killing of his pregnant girlfriend and her 2-year-old son.
The case is 3 years in the making and was set to go to trial in April. Louisiana First News anchor Brianna Moore joins us now in studio. Brianna, what exactly are the charges in this plea deal?
Yeah, guys, 23-year-old Brennan Murphy pleaded guilty to 2 counts of manslaughter and 1 count of first-degree feticide. Part of the deal is that Murphy agreed to basically serve a life sentence. Now, over 3 years ago, BRPD responded to a missing person report for 24-year-old Kaylen Johnson and her 2-year-old son, Kayden, last seen on March 5th. On March 14th, her boyfriend, 20-year-old Brennan Murphy, led detectives to their bodies. Now, autopsies confirmed both were victims of homicide, with Kaylen shot and Kayden likely dying from hypothermia after being thrown off a bridge. District Attorney Hiller Moore is satisfied with the plea deal.
This family, we're grateful that we were able to get a plea. It's nearly a life sentence because they did not want to have to go through a trial, because a lot of things would have come out that they know about, and just the total brutality of it would have made it much more difficult for them.
DA Moore says the family is also satisfied with the deal. Moore tells us the family chose not to pursue murder charges to spare relatives from having to testify and relive the tragic incident. Reporting in studio, Brianna Moore, Louisiana First News.